set the mood. What color? We're gonna go with green. Alright, giggity giggity. What is going on, YouTube? This video is going to, well, let's face it, might ruff some feathers, might not. Some people might agree with me, and some people are gonna obviously be a little butthurt, maybe. But once again, this is only my opinion, and the only person that opinion really matters to is myself, honestly. But this whole video is kind of talking about why I lately have been choosing modern gaming over retro gaming. Luckily, I'm putting this on my secondary channel, so if you guys are watching this and you're not a subscriber to the main channel, make sure you guys check out I Will Retro Gamer Dad. But this is just Gamer Dad side quests, so this should be a safe space, right? So a lot of you know how much I love retro games, how much I love RPGs. Some of you might actually, this might be the first video that you've seen, so you might not know that, but I picked up this bad boy over Black Friday, and that is an Xbox Series X. And I've recently been gaming a lot on my PS5. This was just a pickup to hopefully play. I wanted to start playing Halo again, guys, and I wanted to play some other games. I've seen Stalker 2 came out, the new Indiana Jones games coming out, and obviously some of those are Xbox exclusive. So unfortunately, with the new age and as throughout history, you have to buy certain consoles to play certain games. So with that being said, I was really looking forward to some of these modern games coming out. And on the other channel, you know, people were talking like, you know, you don't really talk too much about retro games. You talk more about, you know, the game collecting addiction and stuff like that, but you don't actually talk about playing the games or show gameplay. And as of late, I haven't really been diving much into my collection itself and playing games. I've been enjoying modern ones. A huge one this year was the Elden Ring DLC. I really love that. I just picked up Silent Hill, Black Hills. Now, what are we going to South Dakota? Silent Hill 2 remake. So I've been waiting to play that. And I've actually I just bought this Xbox Series X, and I really want to hook it up, get Game Pass, and play all these other games that I have. But before I do that, I decided I am going to be playing Silent Hill Remake 2. I might even be streaming it on this channel. But I've just been enjoying the modern gaming, guys. At first, I thought maybe it was just the graphics. I've gone back and played some, let's face it, NES games, and yes, it's 8-bit, it's old school, so sometimes I know the graphics aren't the best, but I love how graphics nowadays on video games are getting, guys. There was a video game, I can't remember, I want to say it was Horizon. Maybe, it was God of War Ragnarok. My wife came down and seen that I was playing it, and she goes, "What movie are you watching?" I go, "I'm not, I'm playing a game." She's like, Kratos, because she was seeing Kratos in a cutscene, and she's like, he looks so real, like he's actually a real person, you know. And obviously with the way they do these games nowadays, with the live action and everything with that, it practically looked real. And then I really sat there and examined this after she said that, and then seeing the facial expressions and then the way that they, you know, do all the perfect body movements and stuff, it really does. The graphics nowadays are insane. It really makes you laugh, because if you go back and think about playing like WrestleMania 2000 or something on N64 and looking at the character models and everything, being like, oh, they look so real, it's not going to get any better than this. And then what we got today is insane. But yeah, like a huge thing is also how forgiving games are. I love all the checkpoints, you know, the save points. If you die in one area, a lot of times you don't have to backtrack for hours to get to where you were, or say lose all your lives and it continues and have to start the whole freaking game over. Now, I know there's some games out there that are similar to that. I want to say like Returnal or something like that. I think if you screw up too many times, you pretty much do have to restart, but I don't know for sure. I haven't played it, but I've heard people say that game is unforgiving as hell. But I love the checkpoints, guys, and like, let's face it, like Resident Evil 2 Remake, being able to play one area over again instead of, I think, having to go all the way back to going back all the way to the the typewriter, I believe. But I've just been enjoying that in general too, is just that. And also, like I said, like now that the games are more forgiving and have these checkpoints, they can make them a little bit longer. Most people don't know, like the average NES game is probably only, what, 2, 3, 4 hours long. It's just a lot of times you get your butt kicked so much that you have to restart over and replay the same thing over and over again. But nowadays, on average, I believe games are like 15 to 20 hours. Of course, some are lower than that, but to me, it's just like that's the sweet spot, because I can play it over a span of 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have to, do like when I was younger and dedicate several hours a day to it, like a lot of the RPGs I played. I can, enjoy these visually beautiful games and some sweet-ass features that they have in these too nowadays. It's really cool how they can do all these different things with games. One of my favorite features that any game has actually done is the Nemesis system on the Shadow of War games. The Mordor one, or Shadow of Mordor. Oh man, that's cool. I really wish somebody would reuse that for some more modern gaming, because if you aren't unfamiliar with it, you have these different bosses, and depending on how you play the game, you can kill these bosses, or these orc bosses or whatever, and you will lower their level down, you will lower their, like, whatever rarity or notoriety or whatever. But if they beat you, then they go up, they get promoted and stuff. And it's just the way they do this, it really makes it cool. And features like that are just absolutely awesome. And of course, we have to talk about online play. Now, I'm not much of a multiplayer, you guys know that I'm more of a single player campaign guys. But even playing single-player games and being able to jump on like an Xbox party or a PlayStation party or whatever and talk to your friends while you're playing the game is awesome. I remember me and my buddy one night, I think I was playing, I think it was Ghost of Tsushima. I was playing it by myself single-player while he was playing something else, and we had a nice little, just a party chat going. And we can just talk about what's been going on and blah, 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 meanwhile playing the games. And I think that's really cool. Even though I do miss all the couch co-op games that used to come out all the time, and it would require you to have a buddy come over and play, but I do appreciate online gaming nowadays for if it's not that way anymore, because your buddy moves away a couple states over, you still have the option to be able to play a game with him. So other than that, I just love it. Just seems like the modern, maybe it's just the ooh, it's new, it's fresh, it's amazing, that makes me really like to dive into it, because if I've beaten a game, a lot of times I don't go back and play it. On a rare occasion I do, so like Elden Ring, I beat it one more time before the new DLC came out. I recently replayed through Resident Evil 2 Remake. I would technically say that it's not re-beating it, because I did the Claire one this time instead of Leon. So I mean, technically it wasn't re-beating it, but it just playing the newest stuff. And let's face it, trailers and stuff like that get you all hyped up to check it out. So this was just a short video, guys. Like I said, side quest for the secondary channel. But I want to know in the comments below, which do you prefer? Modern gaming, retro gaming, or a little bit of both? Obviously, it's a little bit of both. But as of right now, I feel more like I will modern gamer dad than I will retro gamer dad. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're from the other channel, it's good to see you guys again. I hope there's no real purpose to this channel besides doing some of the stuff that's experimental. It works good here, it might go over to the other channel. Otherwise, this is specifically just going to be the fun side stuff that maybe a different audience will enjoy. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay modern, my friends, I guess. See you guys later.